Rick, are you there? I was just curious if you were off from work yet. Are you? Are you off from work? Have you gotten home from work? Are you back yet? Oh, please let me know when you get these messages.
Oh, hey, Mom. I actually just got home from work just now. But why is it you want to know? What's up? Is everything okay, Mom? Did something happen?
Well, it's just that I wanted to double-check to confirm that fact that you had actually indeed heard about that news that next month you are going to be marrying Donna. Is that really true? Are you two getting married? I was just curious if you knew about what I was talking about with this and if you had already begun planning for the wedding. How are the preparations coming for your wedding to Donna?
Oh, yes, Mom, it is true. Donna and I are going to be getting married. We've already decided about that. We have actually already made plans to go and look at potential wedding dresses the next time we both have a day off work.
Wait a second, does this mean that you're already decided on a venue for the wedding? What else have you decided on about your wedding, and how come I haven't heard anything about this at all yet?
What are you talking about, Mom? I'm pretty sure that I've already talked to you about all of this before. I wasn't really sure what else there was for me to share with you, really.
Well, I know that you did mention some of this to me before, and I know that you did actually mention that you had found a venue, and you also told me about the venue, but I just am not so sure about you all getting married in a restaurant like that. I mean, is that really how you want to have your wedding?
Well, it's gonna be a pretty small affair with only family and really close friends being invited to come and see it, so I really don't think that we mind where it's gonna be held. It should be small and cozy enough for everyone.
I know, but, well, have you told Donna's parents about where you're going to be getting married? Have they said anything about this at all?
Yeah, we told them about where the two of us were gonna get married, and then Donna's parents said that if that's what we wanted to do, then that's what we should do.
So you're telling me that you told Donna's parents about where you two are getting married, and that's all they had to say? Not only that, but you went to go and tell them about the venue before you told me?
I really am sorry about that, Mom. I didn't think that it was such a huge deal, so I guess that I just forgot to pass this along to you. But after all, a wedding is a much more special day for the bride than the groom, I feel. So if it makes Donna happy, then I'm happy.
Are you crazy? You think that a wedding day only matters for the woman getting married that day? Weddings are all about the family. You can't forget about us too. Honestly, I'm really upset that you didn't say anything to us earlier. We really should have known about all of this, and I'm just wondering why you didn't say anything.
I really am sorry about all of this, okay, Mom? I really didn't know that you would get so upset by this. But I promise that once we have dates and times and all of that figured out, you'll be one of the first people that I let know. I just haven't really said anything because I'm not sure that there's all that much for you to even do. I mean, you're more than welcome to give a speech at my wedding, but I just don't think that there's anything else you could really do in terms of prep work.
But even so, I still want to know, and I think as your mother, I have a right to know about all of this.
Oh, well, is that it? You just want to know about what's going on? I wonder if you're not just wishing that I was a girl so that you could have an excuse to insert yourself more into the wedding. But I guess I don't have to worry about that.
But what about the food, the catering? Have you looked into that? Have you made any decisions there at all? I'm just worried what there will be for everyone to eat.
There's really nothing to worry about at all there. Donna and I looked over our choices, and I think we chose a really good group of people to deliver the goods.
But then, you're really telling me that you two don't need any help planning your wedding at all? You two are really just all fine on your own?
Well, we did decide to hire a professional wedding planner, so that has actually made things really easy for us. And we're gonna have them keep the whole thing pretty low-key so that it feels more like a close personal gathering than some huge wedding.
I see. I guess I understand the situation now. Well, if you two are happy with the way that things are being done, then I guess that I don't really have anything to say. And are things going well between the two of you? Are you and Donna still getting along and a happy couple and all that?
Yeah, we're as happy as can be and really, really excited to be getting married, so things are going well, I would say.
I see. But the two of you still aren't living together, is that right? I take it that that won't be happening until you two are married. Does that sound about correct?
Yeah, that's right. We were gonna have our wedding, then go to the courthouse to sign all the documents, and then after that we'll move into a house together and we'll probably still both keep our jobs as well.
You mean that Donna isn't going to quit working after the two of you get married? Oh, surely your salary alone should be enough to afford everything that you might need, right?
Well, it's not like we even have any kids yet or anything like that, and I think that we both think it would be best to build up some savings. After all, there's nothing wrong with having more money lying around for the day when you really need it, right?
But then who's going to take care of the house and do all the cooking and cleaning?
Well, Donna and I were actually going to split the housework and just try to help each other out when we need it. So we're both going to be keeping our jobs and working, and we're also going to be helping each other around the house.
So neither of you are going to be quitting your job, and you're both just going to help each other out around the house? But surely you're such a busy man with all these things going on in your life, right?
I mean, I am busy, but then again, so is Donna. I mean, you do know that my boss at work is a woman as well, don't you? I don't really think that women should have to quit their jobs or anything like that just because they get married.
Are you sure about that? I mean, is that really what you think? Because I had just always hoped that you would marry some nice young lady who would be able to take care of you.
Yeah, I think that Donna takes care of me really nicely. I mean, you do know that she's a nutritionist, right? So I think she's actually been really good for my physical health, just in terms of how much I've learned from her. I've even picked up running since the two of us started dating. Can you believe that?
Have you really started running since the two of you started dating? Well, I have to say that's a bit shocking, even coming from you. I remember that when you were little, you used to have this little friend named Holly, who I always thought that you were going to end up marrying instead. But anyways, going back to Donna, I guess it sounds to me like she's a pretty active person in her life. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I do remember Holly, and we were good friends for a few years there, but she just wasn't my type at the end. And I just always got the feeling that she didn't really want to be with me in that way either, so we never made any moves.
Oh, so you're saying that you two haven't even given each other a chance then? Well, did you know that Holly actually ended up moving back to town?
Oh, really? No, I actually really haven't kept up with Holly all that much in the past few years, so I didn't know that.
How can you be so cold about all of this? I am trying to tell you about a childhood friend of yours. I mean, don't you care about what's happened to her at all? The least you could do is give the poor girl a call and talk to her every now and then. Don't you know that?
I would have no problem talking to her at all if we ran into each other in person. But there's just not a lot of overlap in our lives, so I mean, I wasn't even going to invite her to our wedding, you know?
Wait a second, is that true? Were you really not going to invite her to your wedding when you're inviting all your other friends?
Yeah, but I'm not inviting all my friends from elementary school, Mom. Holly and I are just childhood friends, and that's it. Anyways, Donna just finished cooking dinner, so I think I've got to go and eat with my fiancé.
Very well then, you go ahead and send Donna my best wishes for me, will you? Rick, are you there? I was just wondering if you had some time to talk to me. Is now a good time? Can you get back to me when you see this?
Oh, hey, Mom. Yeah, now's a good time to talk. I can text a little bit right now. What's on your mind?
Well, I was just wondering about Donna. Is she going to be coming today?
No, I don't think she's going to be coming today, actually. We have the wedding this weekend, so I think that she's really busy with that. She's out getting her nails and hair done and whatever else it is that brides-to-be do days before their wedding.
Yes, well, it certainly is true that women have a lot of prep they have to do before the big day, so it's good to hear that she's starting so much earlier.
Yeah, I suppose that it's good she's doing all that now, then. Man, I guess it really does pay to be a man sometimes. Although I have gone to a couple of salons just to make myself look nice for all the photos that are going to be taken and all.
I mean, that really is the least that you should be doing, you know.
What is that supposed to mean? You think that I don't know how to get ready for a wedding or something?
It's just about the wedding, you know. I mean, you ran me down the whole list of things that you were planning to do, and I didn't see even a single speech from you. I mean, aren't you going to stand in front of all your guests and thank me for what an amazing job that I did at raising you?
You really want me to get up in front of everyone and announce that? Is that something you really want? That's just a little embarrassing, don't you think? I mean, do you really want to be the center of attention that badly?
I really don't see what the problem is with you taking that as a chance to thank your parents for all that we've done for you, don't you think?
Mom, I am so grateful for all that you've done for me. You know that. I mean, if it weren't for you and Dad, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today. You surely know that, right? I really am so grateful for all that you've done for me, and I can never repay that.
And it is so nice to get those messages saying all of that. But I would like it even more if you say all of that again in front of a crowd of your friends and family.
Oh, come on, Mom. I don't want to make the whole reception dinner into some mushy fest where people can't feel like they can relax. That's why I don't really think that I'm going to be doing a speech or anything like that.
Oh, come on. I don't get why you're making such a big deal about this. You really think anyone will care if you give a speech like that when they're all going to be drinking? You know, I really am starting to get worried about you at this rate, Rick.
Worried? What are you getting worried about? Me? The wedding? What are you talking about?
I'm getting worried about this wedding. Well, not the wedding itself, but this whole marriage. That's what I'm worried about right now.
Are you telling me that you're against Donna and I getting married? Is that what you're saying right now? Because just last month I took her to our house for dinner and both her and Dad were going on about how much you liked her.
I know that we said that, and we really did mean it. It isn't that your father or I are against this marriage at all, but I think that you've gotten a little stubborn since dating this Donna woman is all. I wasn't going to say anything when she came over that last time, but I was thinking about it the whole time, and I just thought that you might want to know.
So you're saying that you think the problem is that my personality has changed since dating Donna?
That's right. I mean, now you really are just like your father, do you know that? And that's why I thought that you might be able to attract someone just a little more old-fashioned. But I guess we both know that Donna's not reserved in the least and is always willing to speak her mind, isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess she does all of that, but I think that all just contributes to why I like her so much.
But you do realize that the both of you are going to have to give up a lot of things if you want to be together, don't you? That is the greatest lesson of any marriage.
I think that Donna and I are really good at compromising, and we're both ready to do that moving forward as well.
But do you really think that you understand just what's going to be asked of you? Because I think that you still have no idea what being married is really like.
I mean, no, I suppose I don't have much real lived marriage experience, but I know that I want to live with Donna. And it's not like I just came to this decision one day out of the blue. I've thought long and hard about this. I'm sure that there will be difficulties in the future, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you've put so much thought into this, but, I just want you to know that I'm on your side, okay? So please, also, just never forget that I'm always thinking about you, okay, Rick?
Yes, okay. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it.
Okay then, I just hope that everything goes well for your wedding. I know that you and Donna will do great.
Donna, where are you right now? Don't you know that the wedding is about to start? Come on, I've left a bunch of messages on your phone. Can you please get back to me when you see this? I just hope that you're safe and okay. It's okay if you're freaking out, but can you at least let me know you're all right?
Rick, are you there? I'm so sorry about all of that before.
Donna! Finally, I was wondering when I was going to hear from you. Why didn't you show up to the wedding? I mean, if you didn't want to get married to me, then I wish you would have just said as much. I saw the letter you wrote me, but I just don't understand why you choose to do this today of all days.
My letter that I wrote? Sorry, what do you mean by that? I didn't ever write you a letter.
What are you talking about? Of course you did. You mailed it to me so that it would arrive on the day of our wedding. And you wrote about how you just couldn't marry me anymore and that you wanted to cancel everything. I mean, do you have any idea how upset people were at the wedding? I really do think that the least you could do is apologize to the other guests who showed up just to see us getting married. I'm fine if you don't want to actually get married, but this is really the least you could do.
Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on here, but I wasn't trying to avoid going to the wedding, and I didn't write any letter. I was planning on getting ready to go to the wedding and all of that, but then next thing I knew, I was up in the mountains.
Wait, what? What do you mean you were up in the mountains? Is that like a metaphor for something? What are you talking about when you say that? I don't think I'm following.
I mean that I was really in the mountains. I closed my eyes just for a second, and when I woke up, I was in the middle of nowhere. I only just got myself back home right now, and my phone was completely dead, so it's only now that I'm charging it and that I'm getting all your texts.
But then what about the letter? What was that all about if you were up in the mountains this whole time?
I told you that I didn't write any letter at all. Do you really think that I would tell you like that if I didn't think I could go through with the wedding? Besides, I was really looking forward to this. I still am. I want to marry you, Rick.
But then this doesn't make any sense at all. I'm sorry, Donna. I'm really not trying to doubt you or anything like that. Do you think you might have been drugged or something?
I'm thinking more and more that that might have been what happened to me. Do you really think that someone might have slipped me something?
I mean, just judging from what you told me now, to close your eyes in your own home and wake up in the mountains.
I know, I was thinking about what could have happened all day, but now that I'm back, I think I need to try and think about this a bit more calmly. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, is your mom there with you right now?
Oh, you want to know if my mom is here where I am right now? No, she isn't here with me right at this moment. I think she's probably gone back to her own place, but I didn't want to go back with her, so I'm just staying here.
Oh, I see. Well, that's good. I think that means that we can talk about this a little more seriously then. You see, the thing is that yesterday, your mom actually dropped by my house, if you can believe it.
Wait a second. You're telling me that yesterday my mom dropped by your house? She didn't say anything about that to me.
Well, that's exactly why I'm worried that it might be your mom who was the one who did this to me in the first place. Do you think you could come over to my place? I think I'd like to talk about this in person with you and try and recall everything that happened to me before I ended up in the mountains. Hey, Rick, are you there? Oh, I hope that you're doing okay right now. I'm still not over the upset from yesterday. I can't believe that girl would do that to you. I just hope that you're not beating yourself up over this or anything like that. Would you like me to head over to your place and make you some food?
No, you don't have to do anything like that, Mom.
But I'm so worried about you, son. I just want to make sure that you're okay. Is that really so bad? Oh, I know what might cheer you up. What if I sent Holly over with some food? You two could talk and catch up. Did you know that Holly isn't even working anymore? She said that she's out looking for work right now, though.
Wow. Well, it sounds to me like you and Holly keep in touch quite a bit then, doesn't it? But do you have any idea what you've done? I mean, are you really going to pretend like you haven't done anything? You don't have any sense of guilt or anything like that at all?
Guilt? What on earth are you talking about? What on earth would I have to feel guilty about? Are you upset with me about something?
Of course I'm upset with you, Mom. I know that you're the reason why Donna didn't show up to the wedding.
Okay, Rick, honestly, what on earth are you even talking about? You can't actually believe that that's true, right? How would that even work?
I already know the whole truth, Mom. I know that the day before the wedding you stopped at Donna's house to drop off some food for her, isn't that right? And I know that you started talking to her about how she and I were going to be getting married.
No, hold on, just one little second. Are you telling me that Donna actually made it back from the mountains?
Of course she made it back. How else would I have found out about all this if she didn't make it back?
Oh, wow. Well, I have to say that I truly underestimated this girl. But you can't just believe whatever she tells you, you know. I'm sure she had her reason for wanting to run away, and now I'm sure she has her reason for trying to come back. You can't trust a word that she says.
I really think that it's the other way around, actually, Mom. You already said that you left her on a mountain when I didn't say anything about that. Besides, you show up on the security cameras for Donna's apartment building clear as day with all the food that you brought her. The food in which, I might add, you must have stirred in some kind of sleeping pills or something. Don't you realize that you've committed a crime, Mom?
No, you're wrong. I didn't do anything at all. I didn't do anything wrong in the slightest.
You really think so? Because I had to take Donna to the hospital after she managed to get back. And they found traces of sleeping medication in her system, and she doesn't have a single bottle of that medicine anywhere in her house. Which means that someone must have found a way to trick her into taking that medicine. Not only that, but Dad confirmed that you said you were going to Donna's to drop off food. Why can't you just be honest with me? Anyways, I guess it really doesn't matter at this point anyway. We've already called the police and they're on their way to arrest you.
Hold on a second. You went to the police over this? I was only trying to protect you. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone at all.
It's far too late to try and come up with excuses now. I just really don't want to hear it at all, Mom. After I stopped talking to my mom, I got messages from her confirming that the police had arrived. It wasn't much longer after that when I found out that she had been arrested for what she did. Although she was given a lighter sentence since Donna managed to get back to her house safely, she still had to serve jail time and had to pay a huge fee to Donna as well. Then, my dad told my mom he wanted a divorce. I don't really know what is going to be waiting for my mom once she serves her sentence, but I know that I'm going to be there for her. My dad and I visited Donna at her house, and he apologized profusely for what my mom had done. Donna didn't blame either of us and still wanted to get married to me after all that she'd been through. Of course, I'm sad that things went the way that they did with my mother, but I'm just happy to have people in life who care enough about me to want to stick with me through anything.